Hey guys, it's Miss Ross. I'm here today to talk with you about terrestrial ecosystems. So terrestrial ecosystems are the ecosystems that are on land. Write that down underneath terrestrial ecosystems. I'm going to give you a minute to get all this written down, and I'll talk to you while you're getting the title down. Okay, so what you have to do is, as I've said before, when you see the word anchor chart in your agenda, you need to make sure that you take out the corresponding notebook and write down what I am doing. You need to, if I make an anchor chart, you need to make it in your notebook as well, because that's where I'm going to give the actual instruction on this topic, okay? You're not going to get it from a slideshow. Well, it'll be there, but it won't be as clear and as good, okay? You're not going to get it from a Google assignment. You really need to listen to the video, because whatever I'm doing on this video, this is exactly what I'm saying to the class, okay? All right, so terrestrial ecosystems means that it's on land. I want you to take this and I want you to divide it into 4 sections. So if you want 4 sections, you want 3 lines. So just like this. And we're going to write down 4 different types of terrestrial ecosystems. Now, if it's terrestrial, that means that it is an ecosystem that is on land. All right, the first one is a desert. D-E-S-E-R-T, desert. I'm sure you've heard of a desert. It's where there's sand and very little rain. The next one that we're going to write down is grasslands. Grasslands. Okay. Grasslands, they have very few trees. There's wavy grass. That's not usually, it's there's just not a lot of trees. Okay. Next one is forests. Okay. And then the last one is rainforests. Okay, these are the main 4 that I need you to know. Now, there's other types of terrestrial ecosystems, but for our purposes, these are the 4 that I need you to know in the 5th grade. Okay, so we're going to give them rainometer amounts. So basically what I'm going to do is I am going to draw a raindrop on each one of these, okay? So a desert gets 1 raindrop. So you can write very little rain. And because there's not a lot of rain, then that means that there is not a lot of plants. So you can write there are very few plants. Okay, there's very few plants in the desert. And the main reason why there's very few plants is because there's very little rain. Okay. So now we're going to move on to grasslands. All right, grasslands, give them a 2 raindrop rating. Okay, so there is some rain. Okay, so you can write some rain, but still not a ton of rain. Okay, there's some rain. And the reason why, and because there is only some rain, there's lots of grass, but not a lot of trees, okay? There's lots of grass, but not a lot of trees. Trees need a ton of rain to grow, okay? And if they don't have it, then they don't do very well, okay? Okay, so desert, 1 raindrop, and very few plants. Grasslands get a little bit more rain, and they have lots of grass, but not a lot of trees. All right, now let's do forest, okay? So let's give a forest a 3 raindrop rating, okay? And you can say for them, there is plenty of rain, okay? Plenty of rain. And what that means is because there's plenty of rain, the forests are able to grow trees, okay? And so able to grow a lot of trees, okay? Now, there are two types of forests, all right? And you need to know about both of them, okay? The first type of forest is like where you live. You have deciduous forests. And we're going to write down what that means. Deciduous forest. Deciduous forest. And in a deciduous forest, your leaves, the leaves on the trees in a deciduous forest turn colors and fall off each year, okay? So in the wintertime, the leaves, well, in the fall, the leaves change colors. In the winter, the leaves are completely gone. In the spring, the leaves start to sprout. And then all through the summer, the trees are full of leaves. Okay, so on here for deciduous forest, I want you to write down that the trees lose the leaves each year because of seasons. Because of seasons. So that means because of temperatures, okay? So when it's hot, you got green leaves. When it's cold, you got no leaves, okay? So we're going to draw a picture of the summer. Okay, here's summer, a summer deciduous tree. So underneath this, you can write summer. And then I want you to draw a winter deciduous tree. Here's a winter deciduous tree, and it's got all these dead branches. Okay, this is winter. All right. So in a deciduous forest, the trees lose the leaves each year because of seasons, also known as the temperature. Okay. The second type of forest is coniferous. 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 This means that they stay green all year round. They don't lose their leaves. They are always green. So when you think about coniferous, usually they have cones. I'm going to write that on here. So in North Carolina, we know about one type of tree that's got a cone and is always green, and that's the pine tree. Okay, pine trees, they don't turn brown in the winter time. I mean, in the winter time, they stay green all the time. A Christmas tree is coniferous, always green. Okay, all right. So, but the main one you need to know about is deciduous forest. Write us next to it, because in a deciduous forest, you have the leaves change colors and fall off in the seasons. All right. And the last type of terrestrial ecosystem, terrestrial means on land. The last type of terrestrial ecosystem is the rainforest. And I bet you can guess, it is a rainforest. And because it is a rainforest, I'm going to draw 5 or 6 raindrops. It gets a ton of rain. Write that on there. Tons of rain. Okay. And because it gets tons of rain, it has tons of plants. They are everywhere. They are so thick you can barely walk through them. Tons of plants and trees. They are huge, huge trees, okay? All right. In a rainforest, well, I'm trying to think. In a rainforest, the rain is immense. There's an immense amount of rain, okay? So the more rain you have, the more plants you get. The less rain you have, the less plants you get, okay? All right, guys. Remember, another big takeaway from this is that terrestrial, let me move this up here so you can see it. Terrestrial means on land, okay? So all of these you can walk through. You don't need to swim through them. You could walk through them. They're on land. All right, I will see you guys soon. Remember, if I say anchor chart, you take it down in your notebook. All right, bye guys.